You lie.
No way. Just a new playlist.
Oh, I see it.
Great. Great.
It's amazing how that. I mean, the more I stare at that picture of Trebek'n, there's just the puckered lips, the just sex appeal.
Yeah. He's yeah. Oh, that's right. I want to play this. The new Thundercat. It's so good. I don't know if you listen to Thundercat, but you totally should. Alright, I'm gonna have to balance that one down. Alright, so this sound goes down. Okay, can you speak so I can hear you?
Yes, I can.
Alright, perfect. That's good. Going live. Alright. I see Chris's face. What's going on? Let's see. I'll stop sharing my screen.
What?
Just that part. So I can see Chris on the Uber conference. There we go. Alright. This is what we call the preamble. Calm before the storm.
Or the best part of the show, as they say.
Yeah, it might be. Wait, so when is our lockdown or our shelter-in-place go until now? Is it, what, 4th of July now?
Colorado just extended it through, I thought just through April 30th so far. But with the knowledge that's likely going to change.
Let's see. A little bit more here. Come on. It's always is. Yeah. All subject to change, huh?
Yeah.
That's good. That's better. So Wednesday, oh man.
Everybody, if you are... What do you say?
I was just going to say, like, and 10 Barrel shut down, you know, for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. Give a shout out.
You got a beer?
I do. It's a Denver Beer Co. beer, but...
Oh, yeah. They're still doing their cookie pairings, huh?
Yeah, I've been tempted to have them deliver. It's pretty fun in person. Those cookie pairings.
Went to that one with you, and that was a good time. I was super surprised
at
how packed it was. My God.
Yeah. People love their cookies. People love their beer.
What next? Free crack giveaway? Yeah.
Yes, but...
Probably a good idea.
Come on. Yeah.
So, with this configuration, me and you, somehow, like, you're the bigger... You're just full screen. That's just the way it's going to be. Chris, you're front and center this week.
Give me screen time and amount I know I've always deserved.
So did you see the supermoon last night? The pink supermoon?
No, I forgot to look out and about for it. I was outside too, but I didn't much notice it. Just too distracted by the Denver howl.
Yeah, what was going on at the same, similar kind of time?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't go out and help, but I definitely heard it.
Superman.
Were people around you howling?
Oh yeah, everywhere.
That's pretty wild.
You heard Cap Hill from here.
Was that, like, I didn't hear what was behind that.
I think like a lot of places are doing it. It's just like hey, let's pick one, same time where everybody will just, shout out that we're in, in this together, not alone.
You think Bernie was doing it last night?
If only.
And he's like,
if only.
And then he did that, and he realized I'm going to drop out of the race.
mean, what choice do they have? Like, they're sending people to their deaths for these goddamn primaries.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, it makes me think that, or thankful that I didn't have to stand in the,
Yeah.
I don't have to be in Wisconsin or what, or that's the bit.
Well, that's evergreen.
Yeah. Although Madison's nice. I've been to Madison.
Well, hey, if you are just joining us, we're just going to hang out a couple minutes, get started. Feel free to get yourself situated. Maybe the beer in hand.
Good idea.
You can also place it down. It doesn't have to remain in the hand.
My wife got to making face masks.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, she made a couple really nice ones. Yeah.
My parents were telling me they were making some too.
Or like old bed sheets or like garage rags or something. I mean, like.
I saw someone made one out of like a sock and a bra or something, which was really inventive.
Did you say a thought?
Yeah. A what?
Did you say a thock? Like a THOCK?
A bra and a sock.
Okay.
SOCK.
Yeah. I thought you just made up something.
What is a thought?
Yeah, exactly. What is a thock?
It sounds Dr. Seussian.
It also sounds Spanish, like cotillion. You know, like Barcelona lift, you know? So, you know.
Yes.
When it's cold, you know, you put on your thock. But what would that be? What would a thock be?
Lip smackingly cold.
I think it's a sock for a specific part of your body.
Oh, is that like a dick sock, but like the liaison Jordan?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I would. If a thock would go on anything else, what would it be?
Thigh. A thigh sock.
Yeah, thigh sock. It's just a thigh. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you know.
Alright. 10 minutes. Blah, blah, blah. Still gonna get going. Everybody enjoy the sweet sounds of Thundercat. I'm gonna make myself another drink. I'll be right back.
Man, there you are, just fucking me. Lame. A short straw back here.
I just saw the grill on top of the hill, and I bought the brand new ride, and my keeping it real. We're not too wrong. No more living in fear. No more living in fear. If we don't talk about it.
So I wonder if there's going to be a rise in virtual bands. You know, bands much like Gorillaz with just like, you know,
A bunch of gorillas, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But you get a super high quality, no latency band, right? Like bandwidth between people on the same screen share, and they're all playing music. Like that'd be tough.
That's really interesting. Yeah. I've only seen like solo artists do their own screen shares, but there's got to be a band who's going to do it if they haven't already, right?
That's really tough because even a millisecond between
Yeah.
band members can make a big difference. Definitely not going to see speed metal.
No.
Well, unless they all are going to play, they don't listen to each other. They all just do their parts, you know, by like a metronome. That's possible.
Yeah.
All right, for those joining, we're going to start in 8 minutes. Wednesday Night Trivia, 8 minutes. Oh, and there goes my screen change. We're going to have this screen up, get the Google Sheets up, the Google Forms up on a different one. We'll post that at the bottom of the, so you can find it on the YouTube channel. Go there, go to the chats in the YouTube channel, pull up that form. Oh, man, sometimes you got to stretch. Chris, you been running any? Have you seen like people like doing the Fitbit trackers and like them, their distance on running on a map, and it's just like doing a marathon in their driveway. It's just like back and forth in their driveway. You seen any of that?
Yeah, I'm thankful that I have had no need yet to be fully quarantined and try to figure out the distance around my living room. So I've been running it, especially when it's like right at 5 o'clock, helps to go away from where people are running. So like I've been finding new routes where there aren't a lot of folks around. Of course you get creative.
Mm-hmm.
I ran down by DU today.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
It's fun.
Alma mater.
It's gorgeous out.
DU. I hope they it's a beautiful spot. It should be for all the money they took from me. Good spot to run.
Yeah.
Beautiful building.
I have been struck by, the rise of mask wearing, and they seem to want to encourage us to wear those two banks, which seems like an interesting choice, right? You're supposed to cover the face up.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's something off about that.
Yeah, that's right. Like you can't totally blame somebody for not wanting to wear one when they go into like a bank or something like that. Like it's kind of iffy.
Gotta show the world a beautiful face,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Are introverts at this time, or just like people, or
Well, have you started on any spring cleaning projects? Anything to stay productive?
Not really. I mean, this is a kind of a new old house for us, so there's dozens of things for me to do on this. Sprinkler, knocking down walls, taking plaster off, stuff like that. I got plenty, but no, I'm a horrible cleaner. Anything for you?
Whole thing is sprinkled. I'm trying to go through some closets and at least get things ready for when I can donate things en masse again. I can imagine all my tchotchkes are not necessarily what the Red Cross or Goodwill will be looking for at the moment.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. No, we're not doing any. I haven't done any spring cleaning. Super bad at that. We got a new furry guy
Was that
in the room. I'm trying to encourage him to come so I can show you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Who's that?
This is Barkley.
Barkley? Hi,
Barkley, say hi to Chris.
When did he come in?
We found him in the attic. He's been living here the whole time.
Yeah, you've been there for months. That seems like an awful long time.
Yeah, he was real quiet.
But I don't know anything about dog anatomy, really, so...
Yeah, I don't know how they sustain themselves or
reproduce
manage their bodily
or
functions. But he was just in the attic.
Yeah.
And he came down one day, he was like, okay, you guys are cool enough. And he just popped into our lives. It was Barkley.
Oh, gosh.
He's a sweetheart. So maybe he'll be joining me. Yeah. You'll see him one day. Look at that silly face.
Oh my gosh, he's smiling the whole time.
I know. It's actually his rictus of fear and anxiety. No, he's a sweetheart. He's a good guy. We've been wanting a new guy, a new pup. So he's 8 months old. That's what he told me. When he came down from the attic. He's been growing this Wilford Brimley out for months.
He's going to stay up in line of sight the entire time, right?
He's going to be here? Yeah, we're going to try to keep him right here. Actually, he's going to help us with the acting round, round 4.
Goodness.
Please.
He's just... I'm hanging out with him all day.
Yeah. He's not the highest energy dog, but he's not like a troublemaker either. So he's good. He and Flower might get along. We'll see.
See who we got on tonight? We got one Russ Duncan here.
What? That traitor.
I know. Shirked his co-hosting duties.
Maybe he can be on for just a little bit. You know, I gotta say, I was just touching my face. Anybody that we see in the next month when we can come out of quarantine, if they have zits, they have coronavirus. Because if they're touching their face, they're touching their face with the coronavirus. So if you see zits, like I have this here, stay away from them. They're a sick person. I don't know. That's speculation. All right.
Don't you ever just go home at night, glom yourself up with some Purell, and then just touch your face all over, because you know you can?
A Purell shower sounds pretty good right now.
Definitely. It means something else if you look it up on Urban Dictionary, but...
Purell shower. Yeah, that's something I think I attempted once in college. Failed horribly.
Yeah, it's a college thing.
College thing.
Oh, should we get started?
Yeah. So it's you. I'm gonna let you kick it off.
Let me. Hey everybody, it is Wednesday night. Appreciate you joining us for trivia again. This is week 3, is that right? Week 3. Hope you guys are using this among other excuses to keep from getting bored. Oh, look who got joining us.
Russ.
Anyway, we are going to take you through 4 rounds of trivia. At the end, there's some fabulous prizes, and hopefully you guys have some fun along the way. Well, hey there.
There was a change in schedule.
Change in schedule, yes. Well, we have a guest host then. Otherwise, Chris and Joey are going to be your 2 main hosts for tonight. We got Russ hanging out here as well, along with Barkley. Most important of all.
I went for a bike ride. I look like an idiot. I saw That's What She Said, James and Sarah on a bike ride a couple days ago. They were illegally walking through the city with beverages in hand. But you know what?
Cop on everybody or no?
Nah, it was good. Although we did shake hands. Don't tell anybody. I hope, James, you're okay out there. Because I'm definitely I'm just kidding.
How do you play?
Oh, what a great question. This is a smart co-hosting crowd here. No. Rules of play. We're going to ask that you limit yourselves to 2 players. Feel free to text back and forth as you guys are coming up with your answers. That said, this is probably a 2-screen kind of night. We do ask that you not cheat, no Googling answers, no ask anyone who's not on your team. It's going to be honor system, but it's all right fun. You can see a chat on the YouTube channel. Feel free to, add in comments, jokes all throughout the night. Please don't call out the answers, though, whether real or fake. There might be some things along the way, including in round 1, where I might ask you guys to chime in if you think you know the answer, but do not say what you think the answer is. And then last, we'll give you scores a couple of times in the night. The hosts have final say on all of those matters. Certainly, if you think we had something wrong, feel free to let us know. It does happen every now and then, though not really. Anyway, we're going to take you through 4 rounds, 6 questions apiece. I was about to say a peach. You get 1 point for each correct answer, unless we state otherwise, and then there might be an opportunity there for some bonus points. We'll again let you know as those come up. Okay. And with that, take you through the fabulous prizes that you guys are competing for. First place tonight is going to walk away with a $20 gift card to Amazon. Again, the only currency that matters today. Second place will get $10 used on toilet paper of your choice, single ply, double ply, rare, quadruple ply, whatever you want.
How about half ply?
Hey,
Prison
it's
ply,
your money.
Thank you. That's prison ply or
Dwight,
elementary school ply.
yeah, or like when Dwight Schrute took over the building
Yes.
under Mifflin occupies, and then he asks his buddy to reply the half ply.
You love it.
And stuff.
And then the third pick, round 3 for next week. That's the Player's Choice round. So round 3 tonight was chosen by our third place winner last week. That's Carly. So she might have a leg up on the competition. And with that, let's go ahead and get started. So round number 1, tweet story. Or alternatively, history of the world in 140 or 280 characters, as the era may demand. What's going to happen here? I'm going to show you a tweet, and you guys are going to tell me what that tweet was made in reference to, some kind of event, pop culture, historical, something along those lines. I'll ask a question as we go along, so let me know if you are taking a look at this and you have no idea. But number 1, tweet reads, "Not 100% sold on this The Crown/Suits crossover." And important to know, this is from May 19, 2018.
I think that's an important hint. Never watched Suits. Anybody?
I feel like that is one of those shows that is made up, and you see characters in another TV show watching it. I've never watched it, never.
It's on in the background of some other show.
Yeah,
I've seen 3 episodes. I find that everything on USA is always pretty freaking entertaining. It's one of those overlooked networks, in my opinion. But Psych, Royal Pains, they all kind of have the same flavor or aesthetic to them, and kind of very similar writing.
Did they all live in the same universe? Would Monk come?
You would think so. It's almost like that, right? And what's the one down in Miami too? Burn Notice.
Burn Notice.
Actually,
yeah.
They're all good.
Oh shit! We forgot to include in the chat the answer sheet.
Joe, what do you have?
That would help, huh? If ever in doubt too, you can click on our channel and find links to all 4 of the answer sheets for tonight's rounds. But thank you. We'll also include them in the chat throughout the course of the night. So keep us honest if we do forget.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks for the reminder, Carly. You're a credit to all the players here tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. Twitch story number 2. So this one, get close to your monitor. Get all close, as close as you can be. The tweet reads, "What just happened? Explained with food." Kind of ignore the hat tip there. This comes from June 24th, 2016. What I'll say here, if anybody thinks they know the answer, let's start with question 2. Go ahead and say something in the chat. If nobody thinks they have a hint, an idea, I will give a hint. Because a couple of these I think are a little tricky.
I think what's on the right is slightly more telling than what's on the left, although they're both important.
That's a very good point. Yes.
Yeah.
2016, a big year. Lot of world happenings. Some good, some bad. Cubs won the World Series. That was terrible.
It was big. That was big.
That was the worst.
Cubs win.
It was the best. I think what Chris is trying to say here is that these new brake pads are really cool.
Exactly what I'm trying to say.
We just sold 100,000 brake pads.
And just to be clear, this tweet has nothing to do with the World Series that year. Just, something else that happened within the span of a few months changed the world. Okay.
Threatened to.
Yep. Let's move on to Twit story number 3. Now this one I think might be the toughest of the night. So again, if anybody thinks they've got a handle on this, say something like, number 3 in the bag, something like that. If you want a hint, I'm sure we can find something. Tweet reads, it's not like he could have won female vid. But maybe he could have, since now we see he wears panties and they were in a wad. This comes from September 13th, 2009. That's right, this tweet celebrated its 10-year anniversary this fall.
Chris, have you ever tweeted anything this eloquent?
I do tweet the phrase panties in a wad about 4 or 5 times a week. It's kind of my thing.
Aren't your customers sick of that now, though?
I think my fans just appreciate any content that I put out.
Hey, Chris, what's your best tweet ever? What's your favorite tweet?
So many to choose from.
This one's up there.
All my favorite tweets do not get liked or retweeted at all. I'm always like, that one made me laugh, and maybe that's the problem.
You know what Twitter's become to me? It's become like I just chronicle quotes taken out of context from like friends and colleagues that are funny in a vacuum or weird. That's essentially my last probably 30 tweets, and no one sees them besides me. It's just for posterity.
Just for posterity. That's good. That's good, man. Well, I think so long as our humor can survive this tough period, we'll be in good shape. And so long as the president does not. Tweet story number 4. This comes from February 26th, 2017. You'll see it has hashtag Oscars. That is, I'll tell you that is because this did happen on Oscar night. The question was, what did Warren Beatty know and when did he know it?
Oh.
Again, what specifically from that Oscars night is this in reference to?
Something with Dick Tracy.
I feel like Warren Beatty has the dirt on a lot of people in Hollywood.
I think so too.
But I think equally a lot of people have dirt on him. Just that feeling.
It's interesting. I can't say I've thought a lot about Warren Beatty in the last, all of my life. But, he seems like a interesting dude.
I'm still waiting for him to run for president. Wasn't that always like a rumor? He's like, I think we just looked at him like the next Ronald Reagan for a long time. He just
Is that like where Bulworth came from? Like they're because he had like
that was a fun movie actually. I enjoyed that.
About him.
Anybody see the one Tim Robbins was in? It was about someone running for president. I don't remember that, but I had to watch that in a college civics class or like political science class. It's good.
It is Bob Roberts.
Yes.
Rob Roberts.
Wow, I don't know the movie. And it's got a 97 on Rotten Tomatoes, a 70 on Metacritic.
That's good.
IMDb crowd gives it a solid 7 out of 10.
It's a solid.
Oh, it's Tim Robbins' screenplay and Tim Robbins' director.
It's a solid movie.
Mm. Take your word for it. Let's do it. Let's do number 5. As a reminder, we will go over all of these again at the end of the round. You'll have about 20 seconds apiece to look at them again, noodle over them, all that jazz. Again, if there are any that people are like really confused on, no idea where this is going, say something in the chat. Okay, this one is my favorite one. It's from Katy Perry, from May 1st, 2011. I do believe that little erase tag means she later deleted it. She wrote, "I believe in justice, but don't you think that an eye for an eye will make the whole world blind?" Frowning face. Hashtag revolution comes through love. Hashtag world peace.
Wow.
Deep thoughts.
Katy Perry. Senator Katy Perry.
Wait, who is she married to? Is she married to Orlando Bloom? Or
I think she's married to Jack Handy. What's she wearing?
That's where she gets the deep thoughts from.
No.
That makes a ton of sense.
But she makes all her speeches on the floor of the Senate dressed as a tiger.
Dressed as what?
Just as a tiger. A sexy tiger in the jungle. Or lion,
Makes sense.
or whatever her lion.
Mama tiger.
With two sharks positioned behind her for no good reason.
And Roman candles.
Tell us, fans, what is your favorite Katy Perry music video? Sound off in the comments. Okay.
Waiting for.
Last one of the round. And again, we'll go over all these again. If you take one look at this, or like, I know every one of these, and you want to dash off the answer sheet, feel free to submit. Otherwise, think on them some more. Twit story number 6. Okay, this is from somebody. Don't worry about Michael Loftus. Probably the worst episode of Game of Thrones I've ever seen. I'm so shocked I feel like crying. The whole show is ruined completely. June 3rd, 13th.
What's the date on this one, huh?
It's good reading, Chris. Yeah, the date I think is critical.
This is, and this one, you know, I really liked this because, you know, just cast your mind back to that era when like worst episode of Game of Thrones meant something completely divorced from what it would later be.
Oh gosh, if this is what I think it is, this is more iconic than anything else, and such a huge. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, if you think about like the origins of the show, you know, it made a lot of fans really angry, and it wasn't because they were like, you know, leaving Starbucks coffee cups in the backgrounds of scenes or having characters do things inexplicably. It was for, you know, I didn't like this direction because, you know, this other thing is really cool, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, bygone era of GOT criticism.
So much to talk about here. I'm just biting my tongue.
Save it.
We'll go over these again. If there's any that people are just like dumbfounded by, feel free to say something in the chat, and we can offer a hint if nobody else has a shot at it.
Oh, Jesse, thank you. I see tall, Dirk, and handsome. Chris's best tweet. Chris, is that really your tweet?
I do recall something along those lines. I don't remember if it was in actual reference to anything, or if I just thought that was pretty funny.
Is it not reference to like the Dirk Nowitzki?
It's certainly related to Dirk Nowitzki.
There you go.
But yeah.
I actually have a tweet about this is so funny we mentioned these old I have a Luka Doncic tweet. So, you know, he's the successor, I guess, of the Orlando Magic. Geez, Dallas Mavericks. In fact, I'm going to send it to you, Chris.
Please do.
I'm proud
Should
of
we
it.
have a live reading on air?
Do you know why I'm proud of it? It's because if you listen to the podcast, How Did This Get Made?
I didn't used to. I haven't in a bit, but I like that one.
Yeah, well, they do a great one.
I'm going to throw out a challenge that whatever the next people put in the comments, you have to make into a tweet, or just tweet verbatim.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So it's got to include at least like sad exclamation point or something else that's, you know, particularly
sad.
Oh, Jesus, did I not follow you before this, Russ? God, no, I just fixed that.
I don't know. Did you see that, though? You know Sleepaway Camp, the movie?
I've never seen it, but I do know of it by reputation.
Oh, it's iconic.
I think I had listened to that episode of How Did This Get Made way back when.
Oh, it's a funny one. It's just a weird slash. You've seen it, Joe. You know of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are feeling pretty emboldened, thinking they crushed that round. Okay, that's good.
Hey, I like the confidence. I feel like if you, I mean, I think the more likely reaction, like you take one look at this and like, what the hell is that? So the fact that they've got a good inkling leads me to think they're probably right.
Yeah.
I trust the guys, Jesse and Katie.
Oh, Chris, you're changing your name up for coronavirus, huh?
Oh, yeah.
3,400
That's what things
tweets.
do. I've been I'd say like you can follow my moods pretty well on Twitter now. Like there's you can see when I'm at my lowest ebb.
But when do you flow?
When I'm watching Hustle and Flow, greatest movie of the early aughts.
That's right. Terrence Howard won a Best Supporting, huh?
And 3-6 Mafia won an Oscar.
That's great.
As
That
we all
movie is actually
did.
kind of essential viewing for, I don't know, to understand the game, if you will, as we say it in my circles. I like this Mark Zuckerberg tweet, though, by the way.
Yes. Haircuts have been on my mind lately.
Well, we get an haircut.
Has anyone else, deigned to cut their own hair yet, or am I the only fortunate soul to save, a good $40 on haircuts so far?
I'm one of the fortunate. I live with my barber. So.
Yeah, I'm not asking you to go. I know you're in good shape.
Although I miss my excuse to do a rat tail now.
Do you need an excuse to do that? I feel like you just need an opportunity.
Let's ask Ewan McGregor.
It's what the great Sherlock Holmes would call a victimless crime as well. So motive and all these other things just don't come into play. Okay, we're getting to the end of the round. Please do get in those answer sheets. Got looks like 6 responses so far. Is there anybody else still chewing on it?
I
Going
hear
once.
people howling.
Oh, is it already 8? Yeah. Said who has taken part of the Denver Howl or the Howl wherever you are?
What is that all about?
How are you
I'm sorry.
today?
I don't know.
I think it's just like, let's pick a time where everybody can, reinforce that we're all in this together. You're not alone, even if you're cooped up in your house all day. There's no one to talk to. Yeah. And then, maybe the super moon is playing a part of the specificity of the reaction here, the response. Okay, I think we got everything in. Hopefully, speak now or forever hold your points. Let's go over the answers. I haven't had a chance to take a look, but it's looking like people did pretty well from what I can gather. You guys know your Twitter, your history, maybe both. Okay, so round 1, question 1. That tweet again was, now 100% sold on this Crown / the Suits crossover. Crown may have had you, intrigued. The Suits, that one was specific because that show had Meghan Markle on it. That's right, it's the marriage of Harry and Meghan. Royal wedding, I give you credit for, anything like that.
My question is, what are those?
How did I not get that?
What are those leafy things on his outfit? Like, what are those?
I guess when you are that rich, you just get multiple ties? I'm not really sure.
Sure.
Yeah, those are all ties.
Yeah. Low ties all the way down. Oh, wow. Carly, to show appreciation for hospital workers. All right. Oh, no, that must be for the Howl. Okay.
Oh.
We're reading you guys a few seconds behind, so apologies.
Thurston Howl.
It's coming. It's coming.
Question number 2. What just happened explained with food? As you might have picked up, there's a very lackluster-looking meal in the lower right-hand corner. That's it's not kidney beans. It's baked beans for like putting on top of toast. And then in the left, it's all kinds of wine and desserts and patisseries and all kinds of things. That is meant to depict Brexit. Just the second worst thing to happen to Western democracies in the tail end of 2016. So the worst being again the Cubs winning the World Series. So good stuff. Question 8. I thought this one was going to be the hardest one of the night, but I think just about everybody got this. There's one that was a great answer that was where was it? I feel like I should know this. So I get one of those that was hopefully just like on the tip of your tongue. It's not like he would have won female vid. That refers to Kanye West, who had stepped in to criticize the choice of Taylor Swift for female video at the VMAs in 2009. Wow, to defend Beyonce's honor. So yeah, that was the interruption that started a feud that goes on to this day.
2009.
Story number 2009. Things were simpler then. That was all we had to get mad about, really. I mean, maybe some overuse of drone strikes, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, Twitter number 4. What did Warren Beatty know, and when did he know it? I think this is the best / worst moment from Oscars. It's certainly like the only thing that sticks in my mind for the last decade. That was the night of the infamous Moonlight La La Land mix-up for Best Picture. So he said anything along those lines. You certainly got the point. Just looking here, yeah, guys did pretty good. The other person at the podium was Faye Dunaway. I believe it's right that she was the one who had misread it somehow or gotten confused. You have one job when you're up there, but it happens, I suppose. Okay, Twit story number 5. So this one was my favorite. This is actually the one that launched this. I found this a little while back and thought it was just too funny. So, Katy Perry decides to weigh in the domain of world affairs. I believe in justice. So I'm thinking eye for eye will make the whole world blind. That's referring to the assassination of Osama bin Laden. Yeah.
Just like
May 1st, 2011. That was the night we all heard about the daring raid on the compound, SEAL Team 6. Katy Perry, smart enough to know we should hold and check our worst impulses. Congratulations if you guys got that. And then number 6 to close out the round. What was the worst episode in Game of Thrones history until all the others? That was the Red Wedding. People got extremely upset about that. There's actually a Twitter account that's called Red Wedding Reactions that just repeated for more than a year all these laments of I hate this stupid show, kills one of my favorite characters, worst episode ever. So, yeah. Congratulations, you guys are way too online like me, and you all did awesome. And with that, I just posted the round 2 answer sheet, and pull that up, and we'll get going with round 2 in just a second here. What were you doing when you watched The Red Wedding for the first time, Joe?
Yeah, I do. Actually, it was at Placeable. I remember I was working at, I think it was still called Location Insight there. Yeah. Yeah. And people were losing their mind.
Yeah, I do remember the feeling in the pit of my stomach after it ended. The fade of black and silence and just oh man.
You're whoa, that's brilliant.
It's a heavy, hard-hitting episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely still the worst episode of that show, for sure.
Yeah, sure.
Hard. Yes.
So, I heard it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
Yeah.
No. Finish.
I was going to say, it got so bad. It got so bad in the last couple seasons because of something called the false attribution theory or something. I think that's it, where instead of the characters acting to what was happening and then making their moves that way, the writing was, so they were just acting as their character would react. That's it. And that's why it was so wooden and predictable. Sad. So it wasn't like, didn't have this electricity. It was just like, okay, well, he's Jon Snow. We know what he's gonna do. So it's one of the
It's true. And we knew exactly what he was gonna say every week. But she's our queen.
Yeah.
Okay. Round 2 is called nicknames. In this round, I got 6 people, all of whom are named Nick. I'm going to ask you to just tell me their last name. If you write down just the word Nick in your answer sheet, you're disqualified immediately. I don't have any room for tomfoolery. We know their name is Nick. I need the last name. And number 1, there you go. Take a look at that beautiful beard that we all aspire to. Tell me his last name. I kind of like Russ. I know you had him in one of your rounds last week. That he would be one of these through lines that we just weave him into, every
2
week.
weeks ago, yeah.
We could.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Still haven't watched Debs. Good.
Oh, I'm on.
yeah.
Caught up.
Yeah.
I do like it quite a bit.
I've been watching too much Better Call Saul.
So is it like a Black Mirror style anthology where every episode's different, or what's the deal? What's the deal with Debs, Russ?
What?
Never mind. Number 2. That GIF is one of my favorite GIFs. I'm not sure if it's playing for everybody, but tell me the NBA player, whose non-nickname, that is his nickname, with a lowercase n, is Swaggy P.
That's great.
He was a one-time Denver Nugget, so I think he lasted 10 games. That's something. It's more than I lasted.
Yeah, the GIF is good. Yeah. Thinks he has it. Oh, it looks like we lost Russ. Oh, okay, Russ. Fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. No big loss, It was kind of an extra bonus that we even had him. So there we go. Thank you. It's just so good. It's just so good. Joe, would you care to join me for a little back and forth on question 3 here?
I'd be happy
I
to.
need your help
Yeah.
acting out a dialogue.
Yes.
Okay. Who do you want to be?
Oh, I forget who this is. Let's go back. Oh, I'll be Nick.
Okay. Is this chicken what I have, or is this fish? I know it's tuna, but it says chicken by the sea. Is that stupid? What? Don't make fun of me right now. I'm not in the mood.
You act like you've never had tuna before.
And see.
Yeah, that's right.
We're good. It's good.
All right, let's do it real quick. I'll be Jessica. Is this chicken, or what I have is this fish? I know it's tuna, but it says chicken by the sea. Is that stupid? What? Don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me right now. I'm not in the mood.
You act like you've never had tuna before.
Scene. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay.
I was reading about this
Yeah.
recently for purposes of this. I had to get the transcript,
Yeah.
as you do. And a producer said, oh no, this is absolutely a thing. This was not rehearsed. Jessica really just did not get it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's false advertising, frankly, on the can. So they should take them to court.
It's called marketing, Chris.
I'll take your word for it, I suppose. Thank you guys for the warm words. We're no Schitt's Creek, but we're doing our best.
We got more to
And
come.
You're here along for the ride.
Golf club.
The golf clap means uproarious laugh, right?
Yeah, of course.
I can only hope.
Yeah, the 18th hole, the last day. That kind of golf.
That's right. Yeah, that's the Tiger Woods just
Uproarious.
won the whole damn thing.
Hey, go in the
Wow.
hole! Why they always have someone yelling that? That's so stupid. Get in the hole!
I don't know what else you yell on a golf course. Nicknames number 4. One time, he was the husband to Mariah Carey. He also starred in a direct-to-video zombie movie set in Leadville, Colorado.
Okay, set, but was it actually filmed in Leadville?
No, I forget where it was filmed, but it was not at all.
No infrastructure. But we've been to Leadville on a hike. It's like, it's tiny.
Well, there are no zombies there, so how are they supposed to film on location?
I don't
Doesn't make
know.
sense.
I don't know about no zombies. I think there's some people that have been huffing the leaching pond fumes a little too long.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just saying.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay. Should we keep moving right along? Let's do it. Is this still Thundercat going, by the way?
Yeah, I just replayed it. This album is really good. He released it like a week ago. It's really good. No, like 4 days ago. It's so
See, I
good.
like that. Yeah. Movies may be on pause, but we still have music to get us through the worst. Okay. Nicknames number 5. Author of About a Boy, a book, and later movie, was about a boy. No false advertising there. 100% accurate.
Yeah, this one I didn't get. This is the one that I'm blanking on this one.
There's a bunch of
Yeah. Decent movie, though.
This one. What's that? I believe it was also adapted to a television program. So, it just gets around. It's a well-known property.
Who played the title, or who played the main character in the TV show?
I don't recall.
Seems like a nice Charlie Sheen kind of vehicle. It's a,
Are you thinking like it's him and like the half man from 2.5 Men?
Yeah.
Playing off each other?
Yeah. It's just him and the boy there, and that's it. It's done. Package
I'd like to see a reboot of that. Okay, let's hop into it. Nicknames number 6. This is a character everybody should know from The Simpsons. Will you join me in the chorus part of this, Joe?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
I'll start and then. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr.
I'm
Nick.
Dr. Nick.
Yeah. Sorry, a little.
He does have a last name.
Yeah.
No, I think that was perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. What is Dr. Nick's last name?
Did you know this guy is based on a real doctor or a real person in real life? He was Elvis's doctor.
I did not.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
And still taking over Trump's doctor any day of the week.
And that doctor in real life, Elvis's doctor's name had Nick in it. It was like Nicolopoulos. Yeah. His last name was Nicolopoulos or something like that. Yeah.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Chris.
You know how like a group of crows is called a murder?
I do.
What would you call a group of Nicks? I'm thinking like a Nicolossatham, something like that.
That's good. I think it's a
I don't know.
knack. I
Can't
think
put around with that.
it'd be a knack of Nicks.
Ooh, I do like that. It's good. It's good alliteration too.
Ida gave me
Knack
a
of
book.
Nicks.
It's a whole book of just those things. It's called an exaltation of larks. That's what it's called. And it's just all of those kind of things. So
Exaltation of.
it's a pack of dogs, or it's a bunch of dogs, a pack of lions, murder of crows. But it goes into humans too, like a clutch of midwives or something like that, and a histrionic of dramatists or something like that. It just keeps on going, like it's just for everything. It's wild. It's great.
Well, there you go. We learned something today.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna take you through these. Recap round 2. If you think you know your Nickstery, feel free to submit that answer sheet, and then we'll go over the answers in just a second.
I like this round, and it's gonna be easy to shame the people that don't get them all. We won't.
I mean, did you not learn your Knicks alongside your state capitals in elementary school?
Do you think you? How do you think you do on the state capitals right now?
Okay. Do I get to could I guess a few times, and if I'm wrong, they don't tell me the correct answer. They just tell me no until I get it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Why not?
Then not great. Yeah, not great. I mean, like honestly, like, it's not even like the weird ones. I think I still remember those. It's some of the ones that, like, I should really remember those. You know. Yeah.
But come on, Montpelier. Nobody's ever.
You know. Denver. Who the hell knew that?
No, but that's one of the ones that actually makes sense. It's the biggest city, and it's the capital city, right?
But that's the problem. It almost never is.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
right. Duh.
And that Nick Offerman's got a great beard. Just go on record.
Yeah.
Hot take.
I'm going to go back to full screen here so we can see this glorious GIF again for a couple seconds. Wonderful. Everybody should have something so cocky. I gotta tell you, I'm straining to think about who this Nick is. I mean, I know it, and then when you say it, you're like, yes, duh. But
oh yeah, just putting it together.
Yeah.
Would it help for another dramaturgical reading of the dialogue?
Let's do it. Go ahead.
Nah, I think people can imagine that scene
Overdone.
in their mind's eye, right? I didn't even watch the show, but it's just so indelible.
It's a fun show.
No.
Have you seen the new show that this guy hosts?
No.
So it
What
started in Korea, this type of show, but then when it came to America, they changed it quite a bit. And I usually don't watch Fox a lot, but this was like, it was like pretty watchable because you're like, I don't know, it had a hook to it. Very watchable.
Interesting.
Cool.
I'm really enjoying some of the answers people put in for this
I
round.
don't want to give this one away too much.
Oh man, this is gonna be fun. Okay, coming up on the end, I think we got almost everybody. Oh, I think we might have everybody in now. Just double check.
Oh, a notch. That's great. A notch.
Right.
Or knock.
And it keeps the alliteration. You know, there's a lot to be excited about by
Like
that. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I can't actually see right now all the responses, so we'll give you guys another second. Go get your answer sheets in. And then you can brag to all your friends about all the Knicks you know, you know?
You know? All right.
Okay. Get your Knicks in. Submit them. Okay, we got everybody too. Perfect. So, let's go on over the answers. Number one, who is that guy? Who's that guy with the great beard? Who's the guy, the comedian who's married to Megan Mullally, who you might know from Parks and Rec and Devs, as we were talking about? That's Nicky Offerman. Yeah. That guy's great. Love him. Number two, the NBA player known as Swaggy P. He's had stints with the Lakers, the Golden State Warriors, the Nuggets. I believe is even more unemployed than the rest of the NBA right now because he's not signed to a team. That is Nick Young. Yep. It's fun. I hope he lands on a good team. Number 3 in nicknames. There were a couple of teams who were, knew exactly who this was. I like that they kind of spelled his name phonetically a few different ways. The 98 Degrees guy, yep, it's Nick Lachey. Formerly Mr. Jessica Simpson, now is married to someone who was on 30 Rock for a little while. Anyway, number 4. I like the idea too that all these guys just have famous wives who have outgrown them. Formerly married to Mariah Carey, star of a direct-to-video zombie film, among other illustrious fare. That's Nick Cannon. And everybody spelled his name right, too. It's Cannon, as I learned today. 3 N's. Yep. Number 5, author of About a Boy, among other celebrated works. That is Nick Hornby, not Nicholas Sparks. A couple of stars going in that direction. I will not have his name befoul this trivia night. Nick Hornby. And then last, there were a couple of good guesses. I really enjoyed Cutler, parentheses, no clue. Simpson, no, that's not it, sorry. And I regret nothing. But it's Dr. Nick Riviera. Nick Riviera. I have to get that as long as you left now. All right. Awesome. You guys did great on those first 2 rounds. I'm going to total up the scores. We'll combine them with round 3 that Joe is going to take over right now.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Coming in hot. All right. Round 3 is Canada. Oh, Canada. If you place 3rd every week, you get to pick round 3 for the next week. 3rd place last week picked Canada. So let's do it. Which is correct?
Shout out to Carly Weber.
Carly's on. I think she might kill this one. Which is correct? A, B, C, or D? Saskatchewan, or Saskatchewan, eh? What's the longest rhyming?
There's no way that's the name of a real place, right? You just made that up.
No, it can't be. But
yeah,
they make everything up. So
yeah.
I
mean, there's no way the Quebecois exists, right? That's just a story they tell children to frighten them.
So, the Avalanche, our hockey team, they used to be the Nordiques from Quebec.
The Nordiques. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nordiques.
Chris, you been to Montreal?
I've not been to Montreal.
Me neither.
Toronto's great though. Love me some Toronto.
Oh yeah. So every time I hear Canada, I always think of this movie where one of the main characters, Tetsuo, yells his friend's name, Canada.
Oh, did we post? Shit. Answer sheet link. It was my fault. I was supposed to do it.
Thanks, Chris.
Oh. Go back.
We'll go back
again.
This is correct. A, B, C, or D. Don't worry, we'll go through them again. Chris is busy grading. He's doing all this stuff today. All right. We'll go back. Number 2 here in Canada. I'm
also a teacher.
Always makes me think of Canada, which is a character that his friend Tetsuo yells. In which movie? Long Old Boy, My Dinner with Yaki-san, Akira, or Cat Cafe Redux? Only one of them is correct. And you might be thinking, well, this has nothing to do with Canada. You're right. It has nothing to do with Canada. Only sounds like it. Is that fair? Well, you can do that. Canada number 3, what's the capital? We were just talking about capitals not too long ago. This one, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. At least it's not our capital isn't even like a its own thing, or it's not. I don't know. The nation's capital. I can't really think of another place that is like that. I mean, like South Africa's got 3 capitals. One for the executive, one for legislature, and one for judicial. And
It's just so,
right,
you know,
and some of their
such overkill. So
I just can't think of a lot of countries that have capitals like we do, or capitals that aren't just like a regular city in a non-protected area. Like just in one of their provinces or one of their states, like DC.
Mhm.
DC's an anomaly, I think. Anyway, Canada number 3. How many provinces share names with other countries or types of animals? Is it none, 2, 3, or 4? You gotta think of the provinces, and how many of those provinces share names with either a type of animal or a country. I was thinking that, gosh, the provinces are weird, but are they any weirder than the names of the states? There was a guy that made up Idaho. So when Idaho was a territory, and they were going to become a state, they took submissions from people that lived there of what the name should be. And one guy wrote in, said Idaho.
I mean, maybe if you're Canadian, they all sound normal.
Yeah.
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 That's the best I can think of.
Yeah. So this guy wrote in Idaho, and he said it was like a native word for
Mhm.
sacred mountains. And it's not. He just totally made it up. And they were like, yeah, Idaho. Yeah, we'll take it.
Unconscionable.
Isn't that crazy?
Crazy.
I think it's nuts.
That's how we get our history, huh?
Yeah. Canada 5. How many prime minister dynasties have they had? Right, we've had presidential dynasties. I think the Clintons or the Bushes. How many prime minister dynasties have they had? None, 1, 2, or 16, eh?
I don't know what you're getting at with that. That seems rude and inappropriate.
I'm not making fun of our friends to the north. With
No?
impeccable
You're not?
free health care. It's not impeccable, but it's free. Yeah. And then we're moving through them. Canada number 6. A Canadian tuxedo is beaver, all beaver, denim top and bottom, maple scratch and sniff pants, or a parka and a toque. With the music. Okay. Alright, we're gonna mix it up. Yes.
And here.
Alright, and there's your 6. We're gonna do a recap. About 10 or 20 seconds a piece on each slide, and then turn them in when you're ready. Chris is still diligently working, so I'll gracefully talk through this stuff.
Almost.
No worries, man. And now I'm seeing the side profile of your cut. It's looking good.
It's not great. It's not great.
No shade, man. I think you're doing. I think it looks good.
You're being kind. Started off with a plan, and things went to shit.
I think you kept with the plan pretty good. I mean, you didn't just like bick it, right? So.
I mean, not that really counts for anything in the end. But yeah.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever like buzzed your ball?
I've done the full buzz. I was trying to avoid doing the full buzz, and maybe that was where I went wrong. Maybe I should have just committed from the beginning.
I don't think so. Look, I'm not bringing it up to like. I just think
I always figured, I've got that in my back pocket. I can always just, finish the buzz,
Yeah.
If this doesn't,
Yeah.
correct
That's an
itself before long.
Always an option.
Yep. Okay. I've got rounds 1 and 2 scored. I'll share with you, Joe.
Great.
Okay.
This one's the toughest one.
Ooh. Okay, this is oh God, what's the band called?
Maybe
Future
both.
Islands.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Joe, I just shared a fun little answer sheet with you. You should take a look. There's some fun answers in there.
Sweet.
And apologies, my dog is crying because she needs me to help her get off the hardwood floor. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Ugh.
All right. We're doing answers here. So last call for round 3. Last call for round 3.
Did you want to say hi because Barkley said hi? Huh? Yeah.
Barkley's left the room, but I would like to see Flower.
Oh, here's Flower. Yeah.
Flower.
Say hi to people.
Hello.
17 years old, doesn't look a day over 16 and a half. Yeah.
Still looking good.
87 in human years.
Oh my
And she is
gosh.
yawning.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you want to go? I'll let you go. Oh.
All right. Oh, I'm gonna go full screen. Saskatchewan. Of course, that's how you spell it. Of course, everybody knows that. Clearly.
Carly, just going to go on record. If you don't get a perfect 6 out of 6, I've lost all faith in you.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially this one that has nothing to do really with Canada. Tetsuo and Kaneda are in Akira, not Cat Cafe Redux. Sorry.
Is that a real thing?
No, I made it up. I made up every other one of those. So Long Old Boy, that's kind of like Old Boy, but that's a Korean film. My Dinner with Andre is a film in the 70s set here in America, so it's made up. And Cat Cafe Redux, that's just made up. Capital, Ottawa. That's their capital. No one's ever been. That's the funny thing about Ottawa. No one's ever been to Ottawa.
You know how I remember that most specifically is because it's a major plot point in the 1996 Michael Moore written film Canadian Bacon. I don't know if you've seen that, but
No.
an ugly American played by John Candy does not believe the capital is not Toronto, despite having several very friendly Canadians try to tell him it's Ottawa. So,
That's pretty funny. All right, so follow me
Yes.
here. Okay. There's 2 provinces that have the names of either countries or animals. So Nova Scotia, that's Scotland, New Scotland. And Labrador and Newfoundland. Labrador is obviously a dog. You could argue that Newfoundland is a dog too, but those are the same province. So Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, and Labrador, 2 provinces. Yep. How many PM dynasties have they had? Just the Trudeaus. That's it. Just the Trudeaus. And a Canadian tuxedo. I don't think I'm going to fool anybody on this. Denim top and bottom. Beaver all beaver, though. That'd be a strong look, right?
pelts never go out of style, you know?
I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
This is going to get tricky. Scoring these. Also, maple scratch and stiff pants. Probably not a horrible idea. Not the best, though. I think dogs would come up to you a lot. And a parka and a toque. Do you know what a toque is?
I should. Wait, what is it? again?
A toque is what they call a beanie.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
See, this is fun and it's educational. You know, you learn something, but it makes you think. You know.
Yeah. Chris, can you do these scores while I go on to round 4? No, we got to do the scores now. No, we got to figure this out.
Yeah, I can add them up.
Wait, we got to figure this out. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna tell you who got what.
Also, there's some controversy brewing on the chat.
Oh, is there? Let me look.
I don't want to step in this.
British Columbia. No. Columbia is spelled with a U. Columbia, the country, is spelled with an O. So British Columbia. Oh, British. It's BC. Huh. But it's not named after. No, I see where they're coming from with this. I'm gonna go back to this to go back to the specific wording. Names of other countries. So, okay, I'm going to amend this, and 3 is the right. 2 or 3. I'll take 2 or 3. So, BC, Nova Scotia, Labrador, and Newfoundland. So, 3. So, I'll take B or C.
Oh, man, provinces, which is great.
What was that? Yeah, but I'll take the British part of Columbia, not the Columbia part of Columbia, because they're spelled differently. No. Okay.
Sorry, say it again for my screen purposes.
So,
Which
C, we're going to be for number 4.
one? For 2, wait, for number 4.
Yeah, number 4 we're going to take answers B.
What answers will we accept?
B or C. I have it here on the screen. You can see it. All right.
I don't know for a quick sec. How many will we accept?
Wait, well, it's B or C. Get that?
Accept C?
Now you're really messing with me. No, we'll take B or C for number 4.
B.
Yeah, B. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's how you get it as super round 4. Okay. Congress had the hold on, folks. Can I do scores here and then just a second? Coming back. Yeah, coming back here. I think the audio trouble is on my side. He's still. Still there? Still got me, Chris?
This free conference call is provided by Uber Conference.
All right, coming back. Hey, Chris. Sorry, I think it was on my side here, buddy. All right, so I might have to start a new stream.
Okay.
So
So I said they'll see a new stream.
yeah, I think that's. Let me try one last thing here. See if it comes back on, but I doubt it.